All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders. This is Abdurrahman from FXLTariq.com, and I want to cover the Great Britain trades that happened yesterday, my time. And I'm going to go through them just briefly. The Great Britain, New Zealand daily. No need to talk about the 4-hour charts. One of my mentor clients is asking about this particular candle here, if this is a big shadow. It is not a big shadow candle. It does not have a higher high. Higher high. The high on this candle is 2.3366 and the high on this candle is 2.3382. This is not a big shadow. It is not the largest candle that we have seen in the last 455. Stay off my zone. In the last 480. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's not the largest candle, and it just looks like it hit this box and then it's about to bounce off of it. I wouldn't take this particular trade, but it'll be a good confirmation for a last kiss to hit and then move off. But we want to see several candles. We want to see several candles come down and touch, retouch, and then bounce off before we call it a last kiss at any rate. Let's move on to the US dollar, the Great Britain dollar on the daily chart. Nice drop. This is one of those, let's wait and see. There could be a potential Acapulco forming here, but you know, early in the day for me, this is the nice cliff diver. We will see what happens. But one thing about this, again, folks, this is off of news, Kearney. This is off of news of the NFP is happening today. Another trade here off of the Great Britain CAD. This was already in congestion here. It didn't do anything but come down and touch this minor zone on my chart here. Let's wait and see what happens. I wouldn't put any money on this particular trade as well, because it could possibly come up and show us an Acapulco here and then fall down, which would be a good trade. But at this point right now, a no trade for me. Let's go over to the Great Britain Aussie. Great Britain Aussie is setting up for a minor zone Acapulco trade. Not sure how much the risk reward would be. You'll be risking about 140, 150 pips, and you have about 115 before you break into some noise. 115, so watch out for this particular trade. It doesn't look good at this point, but it does seem to be an Acapulco setting up on the daily chart. You have to wait for the daily candle to close. I did the CAD, I did the, let's do the Japan. Now, this particular trade, again, we were seeing some movement up, retrace, up, retrace, up, retrace. And guess what's going to happen here again? Probably more up and then retrace. So these trades, I wouldn't hold any weight on them. They're off of news. You have NFP. This is my analysis as to what I think will happen. Possible, if anything will happen, it's going to show up an Acapulco here, or it's going to show for the rest of this. It's going to go back up. We will wait and see what happens. What happened on the 4-hour charts is over with. That's old news. Your more stronger charts obviously are the daily charts in which we are looking at. So we will take them from there. Did they do the New Zealand? Yep, did the New Zealand. US dollar, Aussie, boom, 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 boom. Great Britain, Swissy, I didn't cover. And this is also a good one that I have been watching. So here you see your last touch forming. This is the zone which I wanted it to come down and penetrate on. Again, it's off of news. We'll play it as we see it. If it comes down and touches this zone a little bit more and bounces off of it, we have a good trade potential set up because we have a lot of room that is sitting here in which we can wiggle with. Okay. A whole lot of room which we can wiggle with. So with that said, that's my call on the Great Britain pairs. You know, I don't trade news, as I said before, and I don't trade the day before the NFP. For me, everything is good. The daily trades, if they're going to set up, they're going to form, and then they're going to show their hand, and then we can take it from there. With that said, you guys have a magnificent day on purpose.